We're going to review now what a reference file is. So this is one of the tenets of MicroStation, or the MicroStation platform, the Bentley open applications, the use of reference files. So that's how we invoke the dialog box. And this is the reference file dialog box. Now, what is a reference file? Right? Now, remember, this file is empty. It has no elements. And for example, I need to bring the geometry. I need to bring the terrain. But these files, this information belongs to another discipline. But I need to see that information, I need to be able to work with that information. I need to reference that information with all the security without being able to modify the information. I just want to reference it. So I will go to the reference files commands and said I want to attach the geometry file. So I look for that, whatever directory or folder it's there. So I'm going to use this as an example. Uh, Open bridge and maybe this, right? So I can bring geometry, for example. So select this. Okay. And now this file, it's reference in my project. Okay. So can I delete it? Select, select, delete. I cannot. Can I manipulate it? Can I move it? No. Why? Because it's a reference file. I can read this information, I can visualize it, but I cannot modify it. So the information in this case, for example, of this alignment coming maybe from the highway engineer is secure. How many reference files can I attach? As many as I need. I can attach utilities file, I can attach drainage files, bridge files, anything could be attached and reference. Right? So one more time, if I go to a folder and I can bring from another folder here, maybe bring a bridge file. Okay, so do a fit view, and that's a bridge right there. Right? So as a reference file that I can display, not display. And the beauty of that is this is a reference, a live reference, meaning that if the engineer here designing this steel bridge modifies something, or the highway engineer move these alignments, I will see it live in my test DN update automatically on how these elements will update. So that is what we use a lot in the open applications, in the MicroStation platform as well. I can reference survey, I can reference, as I said before, utilities, drainage, other files, or other bridges too. So I can assign all of that there. And then here, I can only control what's on my file. Control meaning throw it, delete it, copy, move. All these elements that are here are just referenced. Okay, I'm being referenced here, now having a 3D model of a bridge here. So I can start doing certain operations like I haven't shown yet what we do with rotation. Right, so select the command. I'm going to do a dynamic rotation. And about what point? So this crosshair, give me the option to move it and snap it to here, to top. So when I start rotating, I'm going to be rotating from that point. So pressing the left mouse button, I just move it. I can rotate the elements here. Right? If I need to rotate from another point, left click, I just take it, and maybe from that bottom, you see that X mark, so that's where it's snapping, and then I'm rotating from that point. So these are the rotation commands that I can use. Now if I open another view, and then with my view controls, maybe tile it, I can do feed view one more time, and I can see my bridge. In this case, is on left view. I activate the view, left click, right, to do the rotation command, and then maybe I want an isometric view. I left click here. This view is active, so I can just rotate this to become a top view. Right, so the two views are synchronized. So that's how I'm going to manipulate my 3D model. I can use these icons too, as you can see, but I can use them too. Now, being on the concept of views, if I want to see this onto a different light, I can use these view attributes, and I'm seeing the model in a wireframe. I can change this to switch it to illustration. So there are different ways to represent the element. It doesn't change the properties, it's only changing the display. And as you work more with the environment, you will see more and more commands that need to be utilized. And so far, this is what we need to use to manipulate the bridge, right? So most of them is in icons, but as you can see, there is a lot that we can do here as well. So coming back to home, as we were working with the drawing workflow, that's all we need to know regarding basic drafting, right? Now we're going to start working with the modeler workflow. Later, we're going to be working with the rebar modeler workflow for rebar detailing. There is a 3D modeling workflow to manually create models, right? But most of the modeling will be done directly by the OpenBridge application, as we're going to be building our piers, columns, beams, and so on.